Let's go ahead and get started then. Um, hey, welcome back to the channel, man. Today I have such a honor and such a pleasure to share with you guys just a little bit of the story, just like a tiny bit of such a powerful story of one of my clients. She's a 1% woman, Jeanette.
Yes, Jeanette.
Yes. And I just want you guys to hear her story because what she is living now and what she went through and what she conquered is available for you as well. And that's the whole reason why we do these types of things, right? Like that's why I love sharing just these little testimonials on my Instagram even. It's just because I want everyone to see, because if you're watching this right now, it's because you're going through a hard time and you're wanting to know if there's light at the end of the tunnel. And so this is to show you that this 1% woman not only found the light at the end of the tunnel, but she created the light at the end of the tunnel, which is something that I say a lot because we are the creators of our lives, not the managers of our circumstances. Tony Robbins says that all the time, and it's so, so true. So Jeanette, first of all, thank you so much for being here. And just to kind of get things kicked off, like tell the people that are listening right now, kind of where you were when me and you first met.
Okay. So I was stuck. And what I was stuck on was, why did this happen to me? What could I have done differently? How, like all the what ifs, that's what was on my mind all the time. Like I had gone through the therapy, I've gone through the anxiety therapy, dealing with the physical parts of anxiety. But the thoughts were getting to me, like, why did this happen to me? Could I have done something differently? All of that, I was just stuck on it. Like, you'll touch on it probably later, but basically I was making myself suffer. Like I was suffering in my own thoughts. Like I was creating this miserable life. I mean, now it's miserable now that I've gone through it, but yeah. So I was just stuck on all these things that I had no control over. Like I had no control of what had already happened, and I was never going to find out why it happened. So I was stuck on it.
Wow. And when we met, like, did you know that that's what was happening? Or were you just did you know that your thoughts were creating that, that,
No, I was
emotional
not.
turmoil?
No, I was trying to answer those questions. That's what I was doing. Like, I was just going in this huge circle of, why did this happen to me? And then like trying to analyze it myself. And I didn't have the answers, you know? And then I reached out to you and you asked me, you're like, how do you feel? And I told you, I'm like, I feel like this, and this. And then you're like, yeah, this is going to help you. And then you sent me the workshops.
Yeah. I remember those workshops because I remember, I think you sent me a message. It might have been you. It might have been somebody else, but I think it was you. And you were like, holy cow, you're reading my mind or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. To get into more of it, like the flip the script one, the first one, I just heard it once. I heard it once and I was like, oh my God, like this is exactly what I needed. Like I am a person that I like school. So when you set that workshop up and you're like, okay, I want you to do, first you said like, we got to listen to it. And then you're like, then, to journal it and be more active about it. And just hearing it once, I was like, oh my God, like I'm going to start doing this. And then I heard it the second time. And then obviously that time it was more writing and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I needed. This is how I learn. Like, this is what I do. Like I have journals and journals of stuff that I write down because that's just how I learn. And I was feeling stuck. And that workshop was telling me, I was creating my own suffering. And I have no control of why that happened. I have no control of any of that. I can't do anything now that would make me go back and make that different. The past is the past. So I started to create my own life that I wanted. I started creating the relationships I wanted. I started creating relationships with my family, not like dating relationships, with my family, with my friends, with my coworkers. Everything was different. And my relationships changed too, because I was doing things that how I was creating my life that I wanted. And I was showing up with that. So that workshop instantly changed everything for me. Like just like hearing everything that I was doing it myself. I'm like, why am I even wasting my time thinking about that?
Which right, it sounds so simple, and it is so simple, but it's like in the moment and before, think about it, before you knew that that's what was happening, it just felt impossible.
It did. Hmm.
And then you gained awareness of it, and then through a little bit more coaching, because that's when you joined the group right after that.
Hmm.
Then a little bit more after that, I would literally just be like, well, what are you focusing on right now? And you're like, I'm focusing on what I can't control. And then we would
Hmm.
just start talking about what you could control, and then you started taking action on those things. And what did that do for you?
Changed so much more of everything. Like after my first coaching call with the group that day, I realized like, what one of my fears was, right? I don't want to state it, but um, I had no control over that. And the other girls, like, they all were supportive. They don't know me. They were supportive. They were loving. They gave me advice. And I was like, I have no control of what's going to happen next month or anything. Like, I'm literally going to enjoy my time with my son and show up as a better mom. And that's what I did after one call with the group. I was like, what? It was
I
amazing. Like, I still don't believe it.
yeah, I love that because I just remember you one of the biggest things was that you felt like, and this happens to everyone, you started feeling like a bad mom,
Mhm.
and like you were failing as a mom. And I
Mhm.
felt the same thing, but as a dad, obviously.
Yeah.
Because it's like you get so consumed with these irrational stories in our own head that we're no longer present in the moment. And now we're there. And instead of being the mom that we wanted to be or the dad that we wanted to be, we end up showing up as like this like not even close to that. And I just remember you like really took it into high gear when you were like, I'm going to show up as the mom I want to be. And I'm going
Mhm.
to create the memories I want to create and have the times that I want to have.
Yeah.
Right.
And enjoy the time that I do have because I don't know if that can change or it can or what's going to happen. So if I have the time now, I want to enjoy it. One of the gals told me, she's like, color with your son, like watch a movie, like that. It's simple as that, you know, and you're in those moments with them. And she also told me, I remember, it's like, your son's going to know, like, that you showed up. He's going to know, like, you don't have to worry about anything else. Like, they're going to know. So it was just, that's when I felt the switch after the first call, is when I was like, what am I worrying about? Like, I just need to focus on right now. Right now is what I need to focus on. And then after that, like, even I did your self confidence or the confidence and self esteem workshop, and that helped me so much at work. And I've told you things that have happened at work, and I started showing up better at work, more confident. And it's like all these things just started coming to me that were amazing. And I'm just like, oh my God, like all of this didn't just affect my like relationships. It's like stuff that has nothing to do with relationships, work and these new opportunities that I'm taking on. So it just was, it seems so simple now that I've done it, but it seems so hard when you're not there. So,
Yeah, I know when you're not there, it feels like a mountain and it's like this huge monster. And that's why I love like specifically flip the script because whenever I break it down, it's like I try my best to make this huge, unattainable, like undefeatable monster seem like something that, wow, I'm making it that. And all I can literally choose to not do that now
mhm.
if I want to, which is incredible. So tell us, you told us obviously where you were. You told us a little bit about just what you were experiencing through it. Like, tell us where you're at, like now, the difference that you feel from when you started working with me to like where you're at now, which by the way is like a month or 2 months after, right?
Yeah, like 2 months. Yeah, close.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we haven't been working together, what, for like 2 months now, right?
I started in March. So it was like a month or so, a little over a month that we worked, and then
Yeah.
I've obviously communicated with you since, but
Yeah.
and, I follow you on everything. I hear your podcast. So all that is just continued stuff that I'm working on. Like I'm not perfect today,
Mhm.
but I'm way better. And I've taken what I went through and made it into a blessing. It was a really hard lesson to go through and to live and to learn, but I've taken it as a blessing. I'm a better mom now. I know what I want and what I don't want in everything, work, relationships, any type of relationships. And now I took the step to, you know, help other women and men. Um, volunteering. I got certified as an advocate. So I'm going to be doing a lot of that, spending a lot of my time helping women that want to be helped and take action. There's so many resources that I didn't know about. And I feel like more people need to know about them. And the cool part is I get to take my son to these things sometimes. There's activities and all that, which I'm looking forward to. So I'm not going to be taking time away from him. Now we're just going to be doing this kind of together. So I'm so excited, but I've definitely taken this and with your help and God and everything, like it's a blessing now. It really is. It's a blessing. And I'm so excited. Like I can't wait for June to start.
That's incredible. How much fulfillment are you experiencing in life right now?
So much.
I love it. It's because this is something that I think you were in that group. Hopefully you were in that group session. If not, I'm gonna send it to you, okay? Because it was a phenomenal teaching and work that we did on that call. But one of the human needs that we need to experience fulfillment is contribution and giving and
Mhm.
growth. And you are doing both of those right now to like the max, which is
Mhm.
why I know that you're experiencing so much fulfillment because you're still growing, you're still developing yourself. And then on top of that, you're focused now on giving. And
Yeah.
that is where, and it's not because like, oh, I want to give to get something in return. Like, no, I just want to help. I just want to serve. And the more that you do that, the more fulfillment. And how beautiful is it to live a life like that, where you can just live a life saying, man, how can I serve? How can I give? And just
Yeah.
because I want to. Like, if we had more people walking around doing that type of stuff and living life like that, I think we would all be experiencing a way different life, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and like you said, I'm not doing this to get anything back. Like I'm doing it because honestly, I wish someone would have been there for me.
Mhm.
And it slowly came in different ways. But now I'm like, I just want to be there for someone. If I can do one little thing to help one person, like I to me, that's I'll take it as a win. Like that's a big win for me. One if I can impact one person, that's all I want to do. Because it's not easy. Life's not easy. And this isn't all just about like breakups, divorces, and all that. Like this is you can take this and put it in everything that you go through and you'll come up on top. And that's what I've learned. And I just want to help one person. If I can help one person, I'm good.
I love that so much. One of the core things that I like to teach everyone is something that I learned, obviously from Tony Robbins and from the Bible as well. And it is that, life is always happening for you. Everything that we go through is happening for us. It is a gift and there is a lesson there and there's an opportunity for growth. And once we begin to realize that life gets different, it starts changing, at least the way that we are experiencing it does and our outcomes. And and I think it's so incredible that you are like such a great story and testimony of how life happened for you, even though it did not seem like it was happening for you and it seemed like it was all against you. Like
Mhm.
if people when people see you now, especially people that are close to you and know like all the details of your story, they're going to be like, dude, the fact that you're here, like, how can I not believe that life is happening for me as well, right? And that's why I'm so proud of you for coming on here and sharing, because to anyone that's watching this right now, it's like life is actually happening for you. And I know it doesn't feel like it right now.
Yep.
She was in that same
Yes.
place months ago. I was in that same place years ago. Everybody else that's worked with me has been in the same place. But then you come out and you realize once that mindset shifts to life is happening for me and let me find the gift in this, right? Let me find the gift. Let me take control of what I can control. Let me change like
Yeah.
the script of what I've been following. Let me take control of my thoughts and make life happen the way that I want to experience it. It's just completely different. So, thank you
Yes.
so much for coming on here and sharing your story. Honestly, I hope that it blessed you. Is there anything you want to say before we log it off?
I just want to say, like, if you're ready to take action, like, shoot a DM to Coach Frank. You can do it. I did it. You can do it. There's so many of us going through it. Just take action today, and you'll feel so much better in a month, 2 months, 3 months, however long. Like, there's no time limit.
That's so sweet of you. Literally, I give you an opportunity to say whatever you want and you plug me in. I love that. That's so sweet of you. And she's rocking the merch. Come on, man.
Yes.
She's rocking the merch 1% every single day. Let's go.